Hello and welcome to Wake Up and Smell the Mic S&P 500 review for Thursday, January 26th, 2023. It's now 6:42 a.m. Central Time. We start off in the S&P 500 daily chart in DeMark looking back to end of December 2021. I'll zoom into the current area now. The S&P 500 daily chart has printed the combo and sequential sell setup 3 count. And to negate that for end of today on the 26th, there must be a close below 3972.61 for the price flip back to the buy setup count 1. The sell setup count really needs to go all the way to the 9 end count this time, and it is looking somewhat weak, as the relative retracement disqualified up 1 did not become qualified. It has another chance today with a close above this close on the 25th for end of day on the 26th. And the level here, disqualified up 1 relative retracement, will become qualified. If it does that, it seriously needs to get confirmed. And we're looking at a higher high, higher than this high on the 23rd. As we know, there are other rules, but that's the main goal. We need to get above that high. And momentum is on the side of upside. As we know, as the 50% propulsion momentum up was qualified and confirmed on this bar on the 11th, and the apex for the symmetrical triangle as signified by these demand lines and supply lines here is becoming closer and closer together, and we're still within the apex here, so it needs to go one way or the other. And again, momentum is on our side here, so I am seeing upside. Gets above these, maybe get these qualified, and that would be a good sign. Tag the qualified 50% propulsion exhaustion up, and that would be a good sign too. That's qualified and confirmed here too, just like this level. Tag that, and there's more upside in store. The S&P 500 daily downtrend chart looking back to March, April 2021. Let's see what's going on in the current area now. And to reiterate, price fell under the Fortress Fed line here around 39.06, had a close of 38.98. And now we start the process of 3 higher closes in a row, either one starting below the line here and then 2 above it, or all 3 above it, and we have not had that yet, so I'm going to wait for that. And then, as you can see, that's a great sign, and then wait for the pullback. Here we are over here. There was a close above the Fortress Fed line here at 39.06, and then it went up. There was 4 consecutive bars and then a pullback, so I wait for a pullback after that happens, and then I get in. But since it went under here, we start the process over again, and I'm not buying on pullbacks. And the downtrend line has been pretty good support here and resistance. So maybe there can be a pause here and then head up, and it still has to get through this downtrend line and this horizontal line here. And we'll look at those levels when we get to the big board next. The S&P 500 support and resistance levels big board chart shows the gray areas at the weekly 65 EMA and the monthly 12 simple moving average. Price in the pre-market hours for the S&P 500 at 7:02 a.m. on the 26th is 40.39. And to the downside is this weekly ongoing supply line here, which again we use only for support and resistance. We don't pay attention to qualifying and confirming these levels in the weekly chart. And to the upside is R1 and the downtrend line from 6/30/2021. So from the downtrend line chart, here's that first upside target, this downtrend line, the daily horizontal support, and to the downside is this downtrend line from 01/04/22 at 39.85. And the NASDAQ 100 daily AD line is still not running away from its 21 EMA signal line. S&P 500 daily AD line is comfortably above its 21 EMA signal line. And the NDXT lagging line is still closer to the NDXT up target downtrend line, so it's closer to the downtrend line above it than it is below it. And I'll open this up. You can read about it and see what the NDXT is. Most importantly, Tesla is not in the NDXT, but again, it doesn't matter anymore. And the PPO extreme is above its zero level over here, so the goal is to get to level 6 or above at 1.67%. And the New York traditional McClellan breadth oscillator is still comfortably above its zero line at negative 2173. Decliners over advancers required to get back to zero. Took a pretty good jump down towards zero from yesterday's numbers there. Have a great day.